Click the live button.
Yeah, we did live. Let's just play with your All right, welcome back to another edition of the Max Gavin Salone Sports Show. And as usual, we'll bring you all the latest in local sport information inside Sierra Leone and other sport news across the world. And inside today's show, we get plenty things for discuss as a lot of news they make the weekend with the Southern Arena. We set for officially open today to the public for use, and we will see Easter Lions go take on Bow Rangers inside the gala final, where then go play before just after the official open of the stadium this afternoon. Abo. We go also look at the female under 20 WAFU tournament, WAFU Zone A. We set for kickoff on Wednesday as Sierra Leone set for host the rest of the nations there we get for come and compete. We can also look at the Sierra Leone Premier League, although we get a break this weekend, but we see say Bow Rangers continue their dominance and then still they top the table with Easter Lions now they second place behind them as Blackpool remain third the chase for the title. And we also go look at the English Premier League as we see Manchester City go be crowned champions of England today after we Arsenal be done fumble to well it's not all about the match against Forest yesterday. Arsenal be done fumble. What is it? As Arsenal begin for fumble from the match where they draw with Liverpool and run up to the Nottingham Forest game yesterday, where final will settle the case between there and City. And City don't be crowned champions, and today they will receive them trophy. And Champions League, Manchester City again. We see how them Toms the whoops Real Madrid, the holders, as they progress to the grand finals, and then we're going to play Inter Milan when knock out their own neighbors way in AC Milan inside the semi-finals. We will look at all the issues then they inside the show. You get for be part of it. Make sure you comment and share the live as we give away also. We'll go give two people something before we go for pocket money and inside the show. So share the live far and wide and comment according to the topic they already discuss, and then you go make you will get the opportunity for be part of the draw. We know they use hashtag anymore because we want forget Una into the show and make sure say Una self interact. So we they open the comment section to every comment. Anybody will comment can enter for the draw. We know they limit them anymore. Today are they with me to co-host them as usual. We want for welcome Michael Dopeii first because Emmanuel will welcome her later.
Yeah, because I'm not so regular now. Before I'm number one. This is my personal. I'm number one. I don't think number one. Me number two. Thank you very much.
but Dopeii no bluff
No
Boko. No bluff Boko.
bluff. No, I don't bluff because the person know they talk about they're powerful.
You know, so you back it. You know, say you self Chelsea now have enough. Una dey play no European football next year. Hey.
We know already. The place I've been first for. We know you they have the family.
All right. All
Like,
right. Dopeii stay with we. Una Chelsea no never talk about yourself. Now, we don't know how una dey at the table.
Everybody know that name, not the problem.
Look, we dey welcome the ultimate, the 9 month top table leaders of the Premier League, the phenomenal man of the great gunners. But they say not easy for like 9 months belly waste. Arsenal like the first team. Just 1 month for finish. Anyway, welcome to the show, Emmanuel. Gboyah, we miss you a lot inside the past weeks and even last week. A lot of people be there ask for you. Welcome once more, and we hope say where you come, so where you go back. Arsenal no relegate so because now you lost way and I lost top two.
Thank you, Magdalene, for having me back, and to the viewer out there, and unakusha, unakaba, unadu, we can say assalamu alaikum, God bless you all, and I know sir, I don't cancel this time around, Magdalene. Arsenal no go relegate, but at least they're able to maintain the Champions League position.
Yeah.
For the past years, Arsenal not be able to make it. At least when they miss the cup, better they make Champions League.
The Arsenal national anthem, better the Champions League.
Top four.
Top four from the champions to top four. We also I also send link to Nico. You know Nico always say want for join this show, but Nico
Yeah.
me not see me. I don't see Nico. Shout out to Aruna Pepe blog. Shout out from his side na Canada. Thanks for following. Charles Kamuse. Good afternoon. I'm getting you loud and clear in my village. Thanks, Charles. Good afternoon, everyone. Max Gabin Sport family from Ibrahim Benteke and Bo Rangers. We are still in the range. Yes, Charles, we know. And we hope today we're going to take on Lions and let the record stay in above. Otherwise, we go Freetown go take the trophy, and the South Arena record go say na Lions first be win game day. But Lord,
Yes.
God, Lions they on fire, and they unbeaten this second rounds. One of the most improved teams alongside Old Edwardians. Very consistent since the return, and they not lost any match yet. Anyway, they don't draw, but they're very difficult for beat right now. All right, they go straight. Let's start with you, Emmanuel. As you return back, waiting at the latest inside the sporting scene across the world, waiting they go on.
Yeah, Magdalene, and it has been like an interesting week so far. As we can always see, at this point of the time, we can determine that for make the UEFA and Europa finals. And we see this week, we already don't get with final listing as one of the greatest coach we may expect for when I chose Mourinho. Man, be able to make an into the Europa finals. People may well have what they have to say, but for me, He's my greatest star. He's one of the guys who I have great respect for when it comes towards his attitude, his applications towards football. And for me, now one of the great tacticians when we get respect for in the game. If you want for attack, you know when to attack, and if you want for play defense, you know when to play defense. He's my own guy, and I'm so happy for at least we're able to take the team to the final of the Europa. And we see we're in the UEFA Champions League. We see a dramatic turnaround this time around. Though people may not be the term for it not a revenge, but it seems like it was a drastic revenge. The Man City being put up against Real Madrid. I've been telling people, some of my colleagues, that and for when the first leg began, that the biggest mistake Real Madrid they make was for allow City get a 1-1 draw. And having a 1-1 draw, it means that you've just given Guardiola a chance for openly applying tactical football techniques, and we normally can work out for if City may not lost in Madrid, then if we don't get scared for playing some defensive football, but no way. And we see the NPL self the Rio and Liga be continue side uh, Melbourne Victory, Sydney United. I know why they call this talk so somebody go to shake right but it's football. We still set them in top Sydney FC 4-0. It was a good comeback in the second half, but we hope see a good result between we'll be waiting for Central Coast Mariners, and the winner the good will determine whether go play the finals. So it has been a very good week around the globe, and we see the likes of tennis greatest, one of the tennis greatest, which Rafael Nadal, they put up a statement that it's likely that next year might be a last year of tennis. That he might not continue because if he's supposed to play the French Open, the clay where they always, almost always every year they represent the as that's that being a own tournament that we people know him for. But unfortunately, this year they pull out of the tennis, the Lagos of France, and we in a shocking news for plenty spectators, and they been come out get a press conference in the academy and make it known to the world that a need for work on his body and see our best till he will come back and compete effectively. So far so good, Magdalene. This has been a very good bright week for me.
All right. That's it for the latest. As Emmanuel Longi, you remember also
We did the
Senegal.
analysis last
They
week.
oh Senegal, they dominate Africa right now. We see they win the under 17 Africa Cup of Nations. Usai they began for beat Morocco, and that don't mean say they don't win lots of other competition, then including the African Cup senior tournament also, and then they keep on for dominate the tournament. We get Rashida Gats watching. Shout out to Petros from Bo. They call it soon. Petros gets ready. Alexandra Tula. Thanks for following a senior colleague from Radio Mercury in Freetown. For the past few days, Bo has been the most busy place in Sierra Leone as a result of the grand opening of the
Yeah.
Southern Arena. Thanks for the information. Thanks for watching Amid Fofana. Please comment on the topic we discuss and enter for the giveaway. We go give two people something before we go. Let we come now to Dopeii. I will discuss this Senegal issue before we go to Bo for talk to Petros. We see Senegal, the under 17 boys, them they make their country proud. Not only the under 17, but we see, Senegal become the AFCON champions, beach soccer AFCON champions, the Chan AFCON champions under 20, and recently the under 17. Waiting now you take about the
Forget under
steady
15.
now you take about the steady progression of the Senegal team in terms of football now the continent.
Yeah, Maggie. I think, look, the simplest thing, Senegal, I think one, the government and the people of Senegal are investing in what they call football because they're not in a football country. The fact say the government they per help coaches and staffing and everyone's putting their mind together. They be, put in school and put the academy there. So from a young age, I'll sure say if you didn't as Senegal, once you begin work at Sabi kickball, you don't get small talents. They're gonna put you in what they call the system. They train you from grassroots football, train you, put you in an academy, and you go through the stages. Because football gets stages, obviously you get under 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then first grade. So I think that they don't know realize that Africa say why most of these European countries they dominate we where they go now these tournaments then because like England, France, they're all getting then grassroots footballer and they're all getting football academy there, not football school there where you go, now monitor, you go school, you learn, you get education, if it's you go to you need to coach. And if you education all the up to standard, you need to play, you need to train. But I think say they don't adapt that white man system out in Senegal, and the government, you need to tell the government thank you because they don't play a big part in this. Because for provide land them for pitches like 4, 3, 5 pitches, not easy. And then for build at state of the art facility, where also it's not only about football because these boys are also educated. Not to say no more than football, no more that they play, and for that matter they dominate. They're also smart off the field, and it help them on the field. But the fact that Senegal don't take this as a national breed, say this not a must. You need to go to a system. And like how we talked last week, Maggie, now they don't get system. That system they play from under 15, say to the first grade team, and the same system go for play. So when they progress, you not get for look lost. And most of this African team, we not get system. So I think that's what one thing Senegal is ahead of most of this
Okay.
African team there. And you look at it, one day they might win the World Cup because in Africa they're just impossible to beat right now. So now we're looking to the world.
Okay. All right, Emmanuel, I'll make a come to you. We see a lot of people they comment also on this topic. Looking at the Senegal progression in terms of football na the continent, dominating since 2021 and one of the best team in Africa. You can't rule that out. And seeing how then they progress in football, the area of advancement, the facilities, you think say first of all, tell me what you think about that, and then I will call the follow up question.
Yeah. Yes, Magdalene. And I think Senegal, the continental dominance is not by accident. It's a plan. And this plan that we then undertake from the youth level up to the senior level. And one interesting thing, Magdalene, people they forget. Senegal, in actual sense, was not a soccer dominant country. People may know Senegal more for traditional wrestling. But later you see, you get people where they can eyes can open up into the game of basketball and soccer. And they say, what, you know what? Let me not just go into this sport for just go compete or sorry for just go participate. But let we take as a competitive sport. If we can dominate in wrestling, it means that we can dominate in every other sport that our hands can go into. So we've been seeing it was in 2002 where they present for one of the best squads, the days of El Hadji Diouf. And from that point in time, they set a foundation. We're up to today, and they reflect to the national team. So if we want to get a good national team, it has to start from the youth level. And remember, the CAF president may come back again Guinea, may talk one thing that if you want to be a very good footballing nation, you need infrastructures. Senegal has it. And we get friends there from Sierra Leone, they left Sierra Leone, they go play football at Senegal, youth level. Because why? For us, Sierra Leone, we have the talent, but we don't have the infrastructure. It just sounds like we be an athlete. You get the speed for but you not get the spikes. So how will you able to make a good qualifying time? So the same thing, Sierra Leone, we have the talent, but we don't have the facilities and the infrastructures per se. So waiting that on Senegal, like, You see this scholarship, this sports scholarship, Magdalene, it will bring a lot of changes, a lot of difference in the life of young people where they take sports as a career. If me they do sports and I know they pay for land book, and at the end of the month I they get some 1 or 2 allowance where they can me also for support me family, I therefore take them serious. When I get injury, I know say I get rehabilitation centers where they will give me good rehab. I'm gonna take it serious. But seriously, we are doing sport just by God in power. We make it, we make it. We lose it. That's try chance. So these
All
are
right.
some of the things Senegals have put in place where they like today. They are making the mark. So it's not by accident, it's a structure. And that's
All
what is
right.
helping them out today.
Okay. Straight
God
to
just make
one
God in power.
One comment from Kefala Kosia say long time planning and willingness to grow. I think that's what Emmanuel said already from 2002. I remember that World Cup play and all with the
Yeah.
Alaj Diouf and all.
Do-
But Emmanuel also uh, looking at this structure, like you mentioned, it's not only soccer or football, but we see Senegal also get one of the best athletics training center. Remember that we don't get IAAF president at one time, president for
That's what.
international
Yes.
athletics. Um,
Yes.
and during that
Yes.
time, they make sure say then develop back home. And make sure say it bring one of the best training facilities for athletics in Senegal. And that not the
And
one at one time one of our brother left Salone go play beach volleybal. He go play volleyball for club level with a Bakar around 2016 17 he left Sierra Leone
17.
he go
Yeah.
Senegal and play. That tells you how then they improve not only in soccer but in other sport them. But how you think say we for replicate this and try for land because Sierra Leone quick will compare ourselves with America England, but if we get Senegal with the near we why we not go learn from them. And how you think say we for land or grabs that kind opportunity instead of going all the way to Morocco within North Africa. Why not getting a friendly memorandum where go help we forget some of them the understanding of how then they run their own sports for develop we own back home.
Magdalene, till one key thing is humility and honesty. We get for accept say we want for land. That's one. So we get for accept say we want to grow. That's two. So if we accept say we want for land and ready to grow, then we dey see the change. But you not sabi, you dey assume say you sabi. There will never be a room for growth. At the one thing we stakeholders they need to know is to humble themselves, go and learn. For ask not to insult, but because you want grow.
Yeah, but Emmanuel Kamde, we don't do the highest number of training courses in Sierra Leone. Let's forget about soccer first, football, where we do from grassroots coaching. At one time,
Yep.
people come on Arsenal, all can coach the likes of Coach Daniel, former FC once in coach, Real Madrid coach. Na through the Arsenal clinic they pass through, come through the FN to the level where they now don't do license C, license B. We get many coaches but we still get problem with we system of play and setting up of formation. When it comes to the other sporting discipline, then lots of training they where the IWF, the International Tennis Federation, through the IOC, don't organize for different. We get lots of coaches. Even you, Naya, get a certificate before you left Sierra Leone on table tennis coaching. But we know they see changes. Is it that we lack now the lack of the facility for play or the athletes that, like you say earlier, now they get the right encouragement for keep going?
Thank you, Magdalene. You raise up something very sensitive as I tell you that we get for be honest and be humble. Even if you bring Pep Guardiola and do football coaching course into Sierra Leone. After that 2 weeks we left, I'll tell you, Magdalene, it still go down the drain.
Why?
Because you know why? You need the enabling environment for make you able use the material where you don't go they can give you. If the material where they give you not get the enabling environment for apply, it become a waste.
Mm.
So you need to get the enabling environment for apply the material where you get. When we do a level 2 certificate, there was one key thing where always expatriates can bring up. If you are training or doing this course for 8 hours, will you be able to go back and to do 8 hours training? And I was with the key person saying, no, for me it will not be possible. And they asked me why. I said, because I don't have the enabler environment. At this point in time, I've dedicated this time for 8 hours. I've been given a stipend for these 8 hours. But out of these 8 hours, I have to hustle to fix my health, my feeding, my transportation, everything. So I need to have a balance. Maybe I can do 1 hour, 30 minutes. And they said, yes, you're right. And so that's one of the key things with the lot determined that is affecting Africa. We can send thousands of expatriates, but if you don't have the enabling environment for you to apply what we're impacting into you, it will go down the drain. At the end of the day, it will just be the use of or tick the box. So FIFA themselves getting criteria that every year this is what they should do. And then they look for nations that for apply for them projects and when they don't apply for them, think that it will just become a tick of the box.
All right.
So, but when nations that are very sensitive, that they know how to make use of the material, they know say they need the enabling environment. I mean, the CAF president may talk as him. For a nation for grow in every sporting sector, you need facilities. I can't teach you right now at the board for run Dopeii, or you teach me how for run Dopeii. If I don't go down to that tata, it's not going to be of great impact to me. So the theory and the practical, now they make the difference.
Meaning we not get the facility. Sierra Leone don't be.
That's true. The facility
We
is
not
not
even
there.
never get facility for indoor sports. Imagine.
Not at
That's
all.
the other thing again where it affects. We indoor sport they were supposed to play in Sierra Leone, they play out on the winds. The handball, the basketball, tennis. Where you see how when they play their sport and how we play you gonna say they play on the winds. And now that make we'll go compete in their sport and they beat with bad
Becomes
bad one.
difficult. Becomes
Yeah,
hard for us to
because
balance.
we not able to control her within the indoor because we don't use for play
Yep.
out on the winds. But looking at the Senegal system, I been talk to Jabi one time we believe Senegal for a long time. They tell me say, in Senegal, where the Premier League they play, the senior league, they start from morning. You get team then they begin play from under 12, under 15. The very team, for example, if Lions they play FC Calon, under 12 they start. The two teams there they play they say we same get that system then at Australia. Before
Australia, yes.
Even in Australia, the female team self they play before the senior senior match can play. But in Sierra Leone, most of the Premier League teams then they not get youth system. And that's also they affect the progression of football. Looking at only FC Calon, I don't know if I go mention, but the other
it's the
teams they not
Lions
get
biggest Lioness.
that was then. They don't even get a youth team as we speak. And if they get think say them through just like where they look England, they go tell say Manchester under 19, they play Tottenham under 18 and 19 today. United under 18, they play Arsenal under 18. They even get the youth FA Cup. Every team where they play at the top level, they play for the junior team. They even get the youth Champions League. When then team they go then they go play Champions League back with them junior teams them. It's a system, but we lack that system. Things like that they affect we at the top. Also, where we play as enable for play for top clubs them now Europe because the standard of football not they.
Yeah, Magdalene, you definitely raise up a clear point. And just as you outlined, that's the key thing with the affect we back home, the structure. And I remember even in the early 2000, when me and Kubi the go team for go watch game, Mighty Blackpool East Lions used to get a junior team. They used to have it. I remember then there's a way Lions and Blackpool they play where we know say that Adelaide Street, Warren Church, Kutoro Adelaide Street. I know say they get for change glass. If I start saying they play the Sunday morning, they get for change the glass because okay always fets at that junction. Then there's Zende. Blackpool and Easter Lions be get junior team. Because I remember me uncle be the team, if the game they play 5 o'clock, me uncle be the go team around the 3 or 2:30 for go out the junior team, the female teams the way they play. I remember that time. But later after some election issues within the FA, we see that can fade out. The women league die, the junior team die, everything, you know, except when we see now this new face we don't come into existence of Mohamed Kaloneo said we say the time for revive the youth system. And that's too for make we able get a successful flow of sports in that country that we cannot joke with the youth. We always get a slogan, so you have to catch them when they are young. And how to catch them when they are young, that's another key. Not to for just give them the ball for kick, but you have to create an enabling environment and to have interest to kick that ball. And the moment we start to create that enabling environment, that infrastructure, the infrastructure not only depends on the building, Magdalene, but the things that support the building. And the
Okay.
key thing that affects we, Magdalene, is the finance. When Kwedu Holdings, they go around Diamond Star, we see the difference where they make. They give them players the
Exactly.
hostels there.
Back
People
to
get
back
attracted
champions.
to them.
Back
That
to
is
back
it.
champions.
You
At that
see?
time.
Simple Rangers, right? Are waiting Babadi to do.
Yeah.
They're up there. When Mohamed Kalon come over with FC Kalon, we see the difference. Look, even Easter Lions, the difference. So we see. So it's about, and we get people away able to make that difference in Magdalene. So they need forget like a workshop or a seminar. Go to this nation, look at their set goals and plan.
We
It's
don't
not
need
going
for
to be
go
1 or
America.
2
We don't need
years.
for Falamakata
No,
England.
People go America, I get fired.
no.
If you under the next week,
Look, Morocco.
like
Morocco
plane,
is
oh,
very structured. For let Senegal beat
they won't be
Morocco
able to
2-1 in
pass
that
it.
competition.
They
It's
can't
it's a
take
And
it.
difference they're
these
making, Magda.
boys are the same boys that played in the WAFU tournament against
Yep,
Sierra Leone. And that
Sierra
match
Leone.
was a tough match. Sierra Leone played very well. So it
Yeah,
means we get the material, we get
Oh, the
um
talent is there.
but we don't know how for use them and how for fine tune them for package them for let we become a competitive nation. That's not the
Mm.
problem where we they get along the line. But Dopeii, another side before we left this topic, now the area of how the Ministry of Education and Sport for come into this for ensure say not only football but we prioritize sport at school.
In general, yeah.
In Australia, we they see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they
I
get
guess
time
sports
for
day.
sport.
Get
Yeah.
sports day, wear his sports
yeah,
uniform, or you take her inside, you get in a bag, you get his sports shoe. I know because yeah, we go through the system where you get you timetable. If not Thursday, you get sports, or Friday or Wednesday, you get PDHP, where they do 1 day practical, 1 day physical. Where you go for
yeah,
say for example, maybe for this term, then go pick a specific sport we're not familiar with when they play, maybe like AFL or like European handball, all learn thing and they learn about different things there. The thing is the fact that is not to say you get for play and sport and they, but the fact say exercise is key and the education they integrate with sports. They come hand in hand. Education, sports. You didn't able to leave one, you left the other. They have to come together because sport is educating. You're educating someone through sport, and if that person wants to further the education and get a degree in another aspect, that's beautiful. But yeah, the FA and the
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 Ministry of
education system
Sport
as Salone,
and
Ministry of
yeah.
Sports,
yeah,
and the education system as Salone, they need to come up with a structure. Like I will get sports day now. I remember what will be like the only time we go see Salone like where you go to school because me, I'm not going to school for long, but wait till they tell me that, like where you go lunchtime, you play balance ball, or maybe
yeah.
if you're a man, you kick ball with your party there. If a woman they play balance ball or they skip rope. There's no like active recovery while
The
you're
school
still
the school that I one time lots the building, so they don't get sports facility.
you
Or
know
like schools
and
over
Yeah,
here, you see every
yeah.
facility in one school,
yeah
That's
and the
true.
School,
thing
school,
is
That's
they,
true.
school, school. They big from stadium to go a pass convent go
yeah
FSSG.
and you
Just
Covent,
just
one
yes,
school.
you get like
yes,
different like school like here like we can't compare here but for example we're going to use here because we're here we live here with school you get like different blocks. Say for example, you get the hall, inside the hall, the assembly hall. It's a court. You're able to play basketball, you're able to play indoor soccer, you're able to play table tennis, you're able to play different type of sport in the hall. And then outside you get maybe like if you get one field or two field there, you can play different sport there, all tag, touch football, soccer, AFL, rugby, all that thing and it's all part of recovery. It's all part of rehabilitation for the mind, for the picket and back, where they go, they learn to that thing and education and sport go hand in hand. But because as a sporting nation, we don't even get a facility there for professional athletes. You understand? So we can't have the facility for people that go to school because the professional athlete themselves not get the facility. So I go tell one school, say go build all basketball all for you school. Now you know more the user. The way the
Yeah.
professional person way they play basketball not get access to that day. It doesn't make
All right.
sense. Last more.
All right. Before before we drop the topic is it seems
But this topic can
interesting.
never end. It's
I don't say no go
interesting.
end. Magdi, there's no doubt about Senegalese football. They have the foundation through the establishment of football academies. If we can have the same year in Sierra Leone, it will be better for us. The problem in Sierra Leone, where I've seen that the fact that the guys they try, a lot of youth football teams are being private. They're not they run through the Premier League teams they will get, except for FC Calon. All the teams
Yeah.
them we get junior football, they run privately. And if we can adapt that into a system, I think it go help. But one other thing I want to come up with, Emmanuel, a question for you. Now the fact say preparation also can affect with these nations when they say they go WAFU, they go under 17. Just like how the senior team they appear, and so then they appear. Just like how the senior team they prepare, and so that they prepare. Just few days we are say Sierra Leone under 20 woman them, then they assemble them. Therefore play, therefore play Wafu tournament. And as Sierra Leone they host at the same time. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that then get at the picking they will play the Premier League? What do you think about with preparation? You know, it's also happened with the senior female team about few or a month ago or a few weeks back, where go we see them knock them out of the same WAFU tournament.
Um, Magdalene, sports administration, not to guess. It's still way practical. And if you follow the rules of engagement, if you don't get the A, you will get a B plus. The people of Senegal, they put some pride on and they understudy. We need people who they need for understudy the sporting system of Sierra Leone. What if will work for Senegal might not work for Sierra Leone. But now why you do like a case study? Say, okay, with this one I do, we go fair well they can apply on Sierra Leone. And when you don't get your roadmap, trust me, we know they ever be late for prepare with national team for female and male. We're under 17, we're under 20, under 21. Never. But because we don't get a roadmap, it's just a guess. So that's why we're always falling short, Maggie.
All right.
Let's see you have a roadmap. And if we get a roadmap, trust me, Magdalene,
And it
we will
starts
see a
from
difference in sports.
You know one thing about the female under 20 now we the host, but for me, I don't dey follow. Kudos to our Dauda way now the media person for in charge of this tournament for the under 20. But I not see any thing like the countries they will for play against the representative country. Only Liberia, I see and to them page where then say then they
Page.
withdraw because they not get money.
Yeah.
But then this now the second time where it happen na Liberia for withdraw them female team. So how many countries they can? We know the WAFU zone A countries that we get Senegal, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, Mauritania. We also get Mali and Senegal itself. But what's happening? We know we don't know how many countries get for come into this one. I think Rashida just they try for talk about what will they talk about participation. I do not doubt the domination of Senegal in Africa continent because they have taken their time to put the right structures in place and they are serious about the sport. So they they are getting paid off. Yes. Thanks for that comment, Alexandra. Tula, exactly waiting with a try for put. Now the FA, you know they go on at the FA, the ethic committee don't write letter to the FA president. Say because you go power the tell them nominate Madabio now Tuga Stadium. And the FA president say he say this now payback time. He say the posse way help Salone team where they give money to football. It's time. He said, "Meaning the campaign, no, we not a politician, then, but we know they tell us we have a vote for, but this is a payback time." So they don't write a letter now say for go answer question for that. But this same FA for over 6 months now get somebody there by the person of Quakulix, if now so then call him, where they go for as deputy mayor under the opposition party. And we also get the vice president too, where they represent Potloco and one for go as chairman in Potloco for inside the national election. They not take no decision. But now is the SLFA president. I don't understand what's in there. We will come to that inside the show. Continue for contribute now the comment section. Let us see how many people do we get 40 people already for the first draw inside the show. Today it's hot. Should we go to Bo and take Petros or we do the first draw? And
We
then
do
we
the
come back.
first draw. We do the
All
first
right.
draw.
So we'll all
We're not gonna
listen
send
to
for, you know,
Chairman.
so get for
Chairman
sleep
don't
on
talk.
it.
We'll
We for
listen.
sleep on it. So they're not gonna send for winner yet, so they sleep. So do the first draw. I mean,
Yes.
Chairman don't talk. Chairman, what you want to do now? Chairman don't talk. That Chairman don't talk. So
the chairman.
that Chairman don't talk. So long listen to him. Chairman, Michael Dopeii. Now don't talk.
Dopeii.
41 people. So let's go and see. I think we'll go for the draw and then good luck to the lucky winner.
Hey, the Beatles not there until you.
They don't go church.
Okay. Hey.
Wow. Hey, woman, they don't begin win back. Oh, they say under 20 tournament.
Hey,
Woman,
don't
they
turn
don't
around and
begin.
card. Nobody don't come out.
Okay.
Nobody don't card. Nobody don't come out. Yes, last week when Mother's Day, now the man they win the money
And
for
the man
giving.
they win.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Mariatu Kamara. Mariatu Kamara, you don't be the first winner. You will get two. Is it all money 200,000 leons? And the new one, how they call it?
200
2,000
leons.
leons. 2,000 leons. All
Yeah.
right, now lose hope. Keep sending your comments. We reset the draw, and then you will get opportunity for win. But please comment on the issues them where we they discuss, so you will be part of the draw today. This is the Max Gravin Salone Sports Show. I did with Michael Dopeii and Emmanuel Gboyah inside the show. The lost man is back. I don't say want to miss him a lot, and but in team disappointer.
I
Team
know.
disappointer.
I need for come visitor. Come visitor. So
As, as I set the new draw, we don't get 19 entries. We do a later. I'm gonna Bonalo. We talk to Petros waiting. They go on, waiting, they go on. But as we wait for Petros, Emmanuel, we see Babadi Kamara in project, the Southern Arena. Where they announce maybe FIBA joke. The FIBA dream, some people say, you know, nah, you're not going to build them, you're not going to do this, waiting. But at the end of the day, we see say today that project they go be launched. But quick while we go inside Bo and talk to Petros Carter. Hello and welcome to the show, Petros. Hello, Petros. Oh, Petros, are you there? All right, Emmanuel. Like I will say, we see Babadin project don't come to light, and a lot of difference waiting now you take.
Magdalene, first and foremost, I want to congratulate Mr. Babadi for a great job done. And to the Bo community, I want for also tell and thank you where they able rally around this man for fulfill short a dream. This is an example where it don't set. If other stakeholders put hand together and do within this man do so, trust me, it will serve as a big difference in our country. We see also Australia, private institutions and the whole sporting centers, and you let out to the public. You can still make profits through that. When the government go and use the Bo Arena, you not get for be free. There must be something where governments get for put into the cover of Bo Rangers. And what that they'll do again, it creates job opportunities for people like a country. Now with this infrastructure you don't put here now, you get for need somebody get for take care of the carpet, the grass. You get for need plumbers, you get for need electricians, you get for need security. So all those people will go take care of that particular facility go there maybe close to 180 staffs where you don't generate job for, you don't generate income for, you don't feed families then too. So if we take a look at Mr. Babadi, don't take care of 150 homes, then we get somebody. Oh, at Petros is life.
Hello, Petros, should they get me now?
Yeah, man, yeah, hello, I get you.
All
They
right.
get me?
All right. Yes, I get you loud and clear. Firstly, thanks for joining us live from Bo. We viewers or listeners out there go want to know how the atmosphere look like inside Bo City as the management of Southern Arena set for launch the stadium today.
Yeah, I just want to say, please take into the Magdalene platform, more especially you, Dopeii, and Emmanuel, for making possible for at least we did and witness this kind of such kind event na the Southern Arena Stadium. Well, like I say, this event now really a blessing in disguise event because this is the day we Sierra Leone be the wait for CL best we also can be celebrated. You understand? And also this kind of occasion, one of the big occasion I think say the country don't get so far. Despite they can play, they can open this kind of ceremony this kind of way, but I think say like a good blessing in disguise. And when they see the Southern Arena don't jump at a lot of the 18 Sierra Leone Premier League teams them they all day now the Southern Arena for witness this kind of ceremony. So that don't show you say this now a great thing and a blessing for the people of Kisong, the people of Bo, and the people of Sierra Leone. And I think say why make them raise the kind of ticket that kind of money there, 50 millions in the new currency now for at least they go according to the capacity of the Southern Arena. For they don't go beyond. So you see that until you say we Sierra Leoneans we love sports and we keep it ball when it comes to football. And as I say right now, the Southern Arena, part, a lot of people out there, they're going to different hotels them for see how best they also can get their ticket and go in and watch this kind of ceremony. So I really blessed in this guys for Sierra Leone for hosting a competition and witness this open ceremony today, the Southern Arena Bowl district.
You don't know Bo earlier today. Say we waiting Petros, you listening at the background. All right, thank you very much. So you don't then about from this morning. Tell waiting at the views of people around, especially people who come from Freetown, McKinney, and other part them for witness the grand opening of the arena itself.
Yeah, exactly. We see a lot of people and they only come for see how best they also can be present in this kind of competition and in this kind of ceremony because this now a two in one business. Likely we'll get the WAFU on Wednesday and today the open ceremony. Different people from a different locality and from different area don't get in and for come witness this occasion. As I tell you, since we are not becoming I begin to call say beaucoup of the hotels in Nabo don't flop because a lot of people even to the book people they not people at this then I'm not gonna say the people out there where they come up from the Konneh, the Kailaon, the Konneh, everybody want to come and witness this kind of occasion. So as I tell you, every side jump out right now, about me especially where they get information say the first gentleman of the country when I excellency, President Julius Madabioge for Zul the opening ceremony of it. So everybody don't come, a lot of artists them don't come. So that don't show you say this kind of occasion, a really, really blessing occasion for we as a Sierra Leone forget this kind of thing.
Okay, so it's the Lions go play Bo Rangers inside the gala final for the opening of the stadium. How prepared you think say the two teams then they and waiting now the fans then take about this particular match as Easter Lions will also play Bo Rangers next weekend, but we will see the first leg how we be in Africa. So tell me what now the fans them take.
Yes, well, this na a history match, a history event where one people like say na a ding-dong battle, na a battle for supremacy between the both sides, Sister Lions versus the Blue Rangers. Where the gala be take place on Friday. I didn't know say na Lions and Blue Rangers get to go the final, and 9 people get for one flat at least. Then do the grand final for the opening ceremony of the Southern Arena because at the only match where at least make a lot of people in back coming, even to the East Lions supporters back, and then make back they also come for car, not only for the opening ceremony per se back, but for at least they can witness this kind of match. We also will be played on the 27th of May 2023 winner and next week Sunday. So for this match, I think say Italians they in the intensive high spirit. Since they play Friday, they play yesterday. They win then two couple of matches, they move and play. White Bowen just done the again they know it together with themselves for sale best also can be a battle to the side of the Eastern Lion Football Club. So the game alone back don't tell you say this stadium where the Southern Arena 6,000 capacity get for jump pack because a lot of people and get for come and witness such kind of occasion. And the one thing I love about this is that all the Premier League teams are presently here at the Southern Arena. If the one they will not carry it, then they now they would follow at least then come and cheers the management of the Southern Arena and the football as a whole. So now two in one event this will get the ceremony, then also plus the final will take place today.
All right. Okay. So talking about the 6,000 capacity, and then they expect the first gentleman of the country. Is it that then they open up the stadium for let more people get access, or it's just the sitting accommodation? Then they take, and then that's it for the spectators.
Yeah, they expect a lot of Sierra Leoneans for come on board because this way it don't go so this nice Sierra Leonean business. It's not about the capacity. As the capacity, we can see say then it's out 1,000 invitation to spot living people and for at least them back and witness them to the 5,000 population where they for just in people and we for pay them 50 new leons who we call well, at least them back come witness this match. So it's an open thing, open to everybody. And one thing we understand when you open stadium, you don't go put the kind of amount for it, at least everybody so far for come. So if any person come and buy this kind of ticket, don't show you see and people away they get love for the game and people away they get love for sport as well. So it opens to everybody. Southern Arena management open. If you go right now and then page the Southern Arena on Facebook, it's Instagram presently they live, they play music and some of the artists we get for perform outside of the stadium, not in the pitch because once you understand say so the performance they can make the pitch can get rid of. So they make a special time for the way they get for performance. So you see everybody get for watch this kind of ceremony. If you know access for day within the presses, you can go to the Southern Arena Facebook for Salvation also can be in that particular scene as well. So the thing are open to everybody for at least if you get the kind of money where accessible for at least you can make them into the Southern Arena. So they tell you and also so the tickets them the scarce, understand because it's 2 days to 3 days people only come and buy tickets. So those wait for the opportunity to come up really day rich and go watch. They tell you now a lot of people only get into the Southern Arena for occupy a seat.
All right, thank you very much, Petros. We hope for talk to you later and bring more information after the official opening. Thanks for joining us live from Bo.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
All right, that's now the voice of Petros Kata, where they all the way now both for represent Max Tribune for the official opening of the Southern Arena. Let I come to me guys. I'm inside the studio. I get Dopeii and supposed to say Jishno, I love you. And I'll let you
I
greet.
mean,
Celebrity Dopeii.
Bobode na ya already share the love. I mean, Bobode na ya. Now what come Bobode? Any for my chance. I don't have video as
I wait to
I
I
say
answer quick so nice. Then I'm about
Celebrity
I know say
Dopeii.
oh no, if the one message me, they message me personally. And because I'm Bobode, I don't
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Hey. All right. All right. So Emmanuel, be there on the legs before we get we colleagues. And so
Yeah.
what thing now you take about the situation now?
Yeah. Thank Maggie and a big thanks to my colleague and Petros when they do extremely well out there for bringing with this information firsthand and share the details to the world at large. You know, they're doing a good job where the service not gets paid, except God will reward them because journalism, they will get paid for the information we share because information is power. And they just tell you, say, me not be one of the person, Magdalene. Remember when that project this time, they always tell you, say, that capacity is small. Because me, I can always look at the bigger picture. If you're waiting petrol's the same now, they don't increase the ticket price because of the size of the place. Because I'm not waiting this guy for Brinkan at that body district. With this kind of infrastructure, we don't get China Magdalene. We get for can get state of the art design of hotels and other facilities they get for can. And you don't go get any kind of facilities there, you don't ever get good road. And the next one for begin take off, now forget a mini airport
Yeah.
where you
And
will able to take plane
and the
or
5-star
helicopter.
hotel.
5-star hotel, yes.
for
Plane
the
to
Yefa.
helicopter for Lunge straight
You always
to
make calf on the grill or a play the or go play on that side.
Yeah. We don't
yeah,
militant.
you see. But this was always be the look at. With this facility, Babadi will get for next to think about a classic hotel or hostel so we could build. Where we able at least create a good body for coaching camps or host nations the way go and can get competitions that are country. So it's a good work, again. I really appreciate what you don't do. And we get philanthropists there. When I Sierra Leoneans. Politics not the only way for sure so you get money. When I can help sports.
God bless you,
Because
my
when you
brother.
put your money inside sport, Magdalene, the life that you develop. And you go see the reward in multiple ways.
So we'll be there discuss Senegal, Gishno, and infrastructure. Now many things we una also mention, and even the comment section. A lot of we viewers them also mention things like this where Babadi don't put. You know, things say now a step forward if we want for develop football in Sierra Leone. Dopeii.
Definitely. Look, like I will talk. Let me just take for what Emmanuel just say. This is definitely the step in the right direction, Maggie. Now, and it's also a slap in the face to the government because Babadi now one man. Now one man na don't do this. A government na nation. We then they able to do more than this. But I don't sit on. Babadi don't talk. He say get for the one. Then with everybody just say na joke. Now it don't make it happen. Guess what? The whole nation won't be part of her. One man don't create something when the whole nation now want to be part of her. As I hear you from my colleague Petros, people are coming from far and wide, from different
Yeah,
provinces. They want to
yeah,
celebrate this one
yeah.
person that did this. This is just one thing that we can do of many things. If not me or somebody where they part of the government or anything, like I man don't say, where you get money, not to politics no more for show you philanthropy. This is another way. This is one of the other ways we can show our appreciation to the Republic of Sierra Leone. Build facilities, sporting facilities for people to have access to. And yes, it's not free. It's not free, not to say Baba don't build
Yeah.
and free. The national team, guess what they get for Apple now? The national team of Sierra Leone, guess what they get for the can begin to get? We will get for host other nation there from other
Yes.
parts of the world. Guess which facility they get for the use?
At this.
So it becomes a business
Yes.
mindset. You know, you
Yeah.
can privatize it, but it becomes a business mindset. But the facility is now here for people to use. And even the government is gonna pay Babadi, not for free. Anybody who
Yeah.
use that facility, they get for go through
Yeah.
Babadi, or through in company, or through whatever organization they work with, make them get access to that gun. And they obviously in Team Rangers, now they get for enjoy that gun the most because they go use her as training or will use her as a match day. But the rest
Yeah.
of the country, therefore, go through Babadi for use that day. So this is where we sit and think, what do we do next as a nation? Or if you get money in other countries, you don't have Salone, you sit and think, what can we do next? What can we do to make the country of Sierra Leone move forward? We don't use Senegal as example. Babadi don't show you one example. Don't use Babadi now as example. They don't build state of the art
Exactly.
not the country.
Exactly.
What can we do next? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, viewers, as you dey watch, well, this na the Max Cabin Salon Sport Show, and we dey look at issues them where they take place, the trending issues inside sport. We don't talk about Senegal, then success na the continent, and link them to how Sierra Leone can learn from that for get development inside we game. Where na the sports where a lot of we dey follow and like na Salone na football. And now we dey talk about the Southern Arena, as they see it from the background. We they take this view from the Southern Arena then page, which I then don't start the live stream for show the ceremony. You can link up to them page, or probably we self go link up from them for let we viewers them know. We actually go stream, but then say now only Southern Arena and AYV get the right for stream direct from the sport venue. But South Arena on a
But,
member who say
sorry,
we the sports
but
more than
I
mark.
mean,
We
but
don't
sorry,
promote the game.
yeah, you see what I mean now? You see what I
Yeah.
mean by the facility? Now they dictate the rule. They don't dictate the rule. Before we don't go for Wall Street, yes, you know, then give the people the way they get the rights.
Yeah,
So
for
that is
stream.
exactly
So
how it talk.
yeah. So that's it. But you dey see from the back guy, they see the mini scoreboard there where
Yeah.
you dey see people that they make their way to the stadium, and some people already don't take their seat. You know, it's like the European system or the Australian system where every seat gets a number according to what you get. Like where you go now Allianz Stadium or come back here, they go tell you say you sit there row 18 or row
Yeah.
B seat 18, blah blah blah. You know, so now some kind of system like that. So nobody can sit down in company seat. If you don't buy a ticket, the seat number will then give you now they you dey go sit down. That's a huge development for the game. Let we take few of the comment there. Good luck to the female team in the WAFU tournament. Thank you. One way we can get things done is when we begin to do things in an honest way, and that is by putting the right people in position of trust. Exactly, Alex. Vamos Rangers, we go for it. And another person they say we lack structures of facility in Sierra Leone. Fact, I hope a lot of people go learn from Babadi, like Emmanuel say, not to politics no more for the show so we get money. We need infrastructure in all aspects of life. Now, Babadi don't do this. Now, another person need for do the 5-star stadium. Another person need
Yeah.
for do mini airport, or the government do mini airport. And then another person can do a state of the art indoor facility. We go get swimming pool. It will get place for play basketball, handball, tennis, and standard one. It can be in Makeni, Maborka,
Yep.
Bont
Yep.
districts. But as long as we get state of the art facilities, we sports go begin improve. We need somebody for say media can do a theater track where only for athletics, not football and they play that field. It's all in athletics, both track and also field event. If we begin for get them structure, then we sport go develop. Emmanuel, the enable environment is one, but are we honest enough in selecting the boys for any competition? From Charles, I hope they will stream the game live. Yes, definitely they stream. It might come from this page after Arena, and we might probably feed off it if they allow it, and then we can go ahead. Even though we get all the equipment and above, probably fingers crossed, then go allow it or not. We see how things goes. Another one say East
Get
have
me
youth.
again,
All
stop
right,
by.
that's good. Alpha.
Yeah.
Manchester United need to sign players if they really want to compete next year. Premier League
What's
title.
going on, man?
Uh, all the
Just
best to the female team. Thank you, Tunkara, Nene. Another person they say Edwardians, they are really improving. Yes, of course, one of the most improved team in the Sierra Leone Premier League. Morocco have a structured football. Of course, we know that.
Yep.
Morocco and all. That's why we see Morocco win the female football. A country where few years back, they nobody really the woman them play
Play
football.
football.
We see how they take
Yeah.
over from Nigeria and beat South Africa in the final. Now they go for Australia for the World Cup, and we go see how they go perform. In SLFA team, there are people we need to dismiss. They are in order to improve our sporting activities in the country from Almami Tombo. And I will be in both to watch the game between Easter Lions and Rangers from Fode Combat. That's good Fode. Alusande said, truly speaking, the selection of our squad sometimes been sentimental. The coach had the good, that's good in selecting the squad, and that is disturbing the team greatly. Select the right person for the right place at the right time without any bias, and by so doing, anybody that is called up will put on their very best in whatever game they play, but the bias is too much. That's from Alusign. Max Travispo, please, what have you done about Shade Pratt? That's not
Yeah.
my own concern about Shade Pratt. Will bring her to the limelight. It depends to the SLFA and the technical team for female team for go and get the player now. We don't bring her come to the limelight, interview him, create the platform for let them know say he willing for play for in country Sierra Leone. All right. I wish I could have been in both city. Well, I'll sign now for beer. You go watch that live stream. All right. See, I think some
Yeah.
people travel from Freetown Pond for go take picture for let them say now
Yeah.
40, you
Hey,
know.
yeah, for this post.
All right. Somebody they say both stadium need to host only football activities. If not, 2 years take long. Well, maintenance now the other issue, Emmanuel. Maintenance.
Yes. 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 In terms of maintenance, Magdalene, when you put up short a state of the art design, you dey put all them things in place because you can forget very good plumbers because that place you get for use high level of water. You can forget very good electricians and security because if you don't able get them to qualities in the facility, they damage easily. But with a very good plumber, a very good electrician, trust me, Magdalene, they were able to continue for get a good look. So Baba didn't know what he to do. Mama I don't get high expect for. I know say as I be on tell you when you put short facilities, then don't you get for think say you get for get people or you get for employ for upkeeper. If not, you go die out. And maybe up to 100 or close to 100 people get for get job to this place. And the home said that in the feed. So you see the difference. That man are a game changer. These are the type of people we want for in that country.
All right. You team Cambo Eagles, they do well, oh, then they suffer. Una say no look una neighbor there now. Una get money man there. Anyway, must say, yeah, Cambo Eagles need for step up. Yeah, but we like you say, Baba in a game changer. We see for the first time we they get professional stewards. We get for the day in charge for help with security for make sure say as you see them around the stadium now with the apron on them, they see them around with the orange and green and all as of where then stand. But how this they play in with economical situation, employing those that particular amount of people as stewards, then go through training, and not only for this event, but moving forward, then go for the serve as stewards in competition. And they see Pastor Buck, the chairman
Yeah.
for Western Area Football, and they see the former Secretary General Abdulrahman
General.
Suare in the background
Okay.
and all. That tells you the entire football. We can go tip self na SLFA today. Let we go
Yeah.
search for some document because everybody did that book.
Exactly, Magna. The best time this for go inside it.
Yeah, looking at the economical fast
Yeah, for the
the role
stewards.
we go play, the stewards and even the other people who go work as cleaners, technical support, within the South area management, how this they help for boost the Sierra Leone economy.
It helps massively. It help in a way of one, you need to look to the local. You understand? So like something like this, you and somebody that live in Abo, and you know somebody that struggle for financial help. This is your way to put your hand up, say, oh, I don't get experience in stewarding, I get experience in this or cleaning or whatever, but I'm willing to give it a go. And with Team Baba, they don't create jobs for the local there, whether they live in either Bo, Kenema, or any of the provinces around Bo area, if you didn't live too far. And also it's a learning thing, say, for stewarding or cleaning or whatever. Stewarding now something they take very serious now. You're ready to go watch football match. You see them
Yes.
throughout the football field. It's a serious thing, and it's a job that needs educated. So this is another way for somebody for land and pass it on to somebody else. And also it's an example set even with Premier League, right? Obviously this is played in an arena, in a stadium, because they're stewarding, and obviously possibly not just go grab and run. But if you look at it as this, Maggie, it take them for way for say this is an example role the lead for the Sierra Leone Football Association for look into this, say, okay, this kind of thing that they will put in place where they play with your national league and other places. Obviously, we're not playing in a stadium, we're playing in a field, but it will put a stewarding or a barrier for restrict all those interference that in the game where fans that can running, fans that can have running with the official, all that thing, and it can minimize like this very soon where Easter Lion get for play Rangers. It get for minimize a lot of conflict in the game. Everybody get
Yeah.
for get to the for do. They get for sit on and enjoy the game for 90 minutes. There will be no interaction, no interception. It will just be a game, a football game, and people are there to enjoy and support. And that is another way to educate people about not only football no more. There's other things around for where the game happen. And this is now one of the way then for where people then get educated. So kudos to him again.
Shout out to Jerome, another strong soldier at the Max Tribune family. They say every successful team today starts with building from the bottom. And if you check around, successful countries and teams are a big success in that. Morocco, Senegal, Man City, Brighton, etc., with the proper training facilities. And Jerome, if you try forget one for Easter Lions, say no, no,
Regular
no,
and release, no worry.
no,
I mean,
team that
oh,
they
wait for we do lotto. And regular and
Maggie, I was with the under 20 female team in Konneh. It was so pathetic to see what exactly happened. So we lack the structure, willingness, and lack the opportunities. Under 20 for play. Remember, say at least are some of the teams there where they come for can support. It don't tell who
Yeah.
they match it like Emmanuel, and so then don't match there for
Ah,
stadium there. They for the
eh.
street. What
you go the bigger now.
And I'm a
if you
foot a
want
big this
to
no match again.
The sugar, no, the sugar the big first before the foot sky side.
uh
What
Charlie
have I
na for
done
tell
done?
I beg Charlie na for tell we wetin happen at Kenneba because a lot of controversial information be the cap say the guys have not get the correct facilities and all. And like I say, some countries have not been show their interest for participating. So we don't know how many countries get for play. In fact, the tournament for be start tomorrow Monday, but we see them postpone them for kickoff on Wednesday. Is it that we just want for host or we self just want for be part of WAFU? Max Tribune Sport, how for take part party. They got chooks, just comment in any topic we they discuss and you go be part of the draw because we want for make it interactive. Yeah. All right. So many they come. Let we discuss the match now. Eastern Lions go lock ons with Bow Rangers. Eastern Lions take part in the four teams gala where them play and then defeat first of all Usum Stars by 5 goals to 4 after then they got goalless inside the full 90 minutes and then beat them 2 penalty shootouts for go to the semi-finals. Usai then played by Bure Warriors and
Warriors.
also being get for knock them out. Warriors being first of all been knockouts. Cambo Eagles where they struggle. We all know they be draw 1-1 and take them to penalty where they win by 7 goals to 6. But today we see Lions go get for play against the host. Well, Bo Rangers because not in town, then the host. So what's in now you take about the match, Emmanuel?
it get for be a big, cracking and entertaining match today. And we get for see football being displayed again at the highest peak. The boys go on for show say the opening of this stadium been named for Diddy. When they want for talk the history of this stadium, he named for Diddy. And to the Ball Rangers players there, we get for play this opening match at this stadium. They know say they are history makers. Because when you get for check na the archive, they get for put their name that these were the squads that were used to unveil the stadium. So you don't get to write the history of that stadium without consider the names there. And the one that they may play the first final, quiz again for the can. So whether they may play the first final for Unveiling Stadium, quiz again for the cup. So man know what they go play now so
Well,
for today.
how you want pull the question now? If Max Gabriel for organized quiz.
Eh. I tell don't pull all thing, Maggie. Exactly.
All right.
So
Yes. Emmanuel, go ahead.
so again for be an interesting match, and I so say, Boeing does not go Sido for make Easter Lions, the killers as they can see, can take that glory from the
Cool off.
homeland. And Easter Lions have not go allow the Bo Rangers, overplay them or defeat them in this winning from where they right now. So at the end of the day, the 90 minutes will show who is who. And from there, I shall say this momentum they will take them into the Premier League, and we will see a league where they forget more fire.
And next weekend, Easter Lions they're gonna bow for play. So
Oh.
Lions get lucky they never play maybe in the stadium to them. But
They
again,
Yes.
say Alexander Tula they confirm for we say na 3 teams. Therefore, we don't confirm Senegal, Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. Plus Sierra Leone. So it will be 4 teams tournament. We go start on Wednesday. That's not a bad one. That means the likes of Mauritania, Mali, and Liberia will get for miss out. Only 4 countries here. Thanks very much, Rashida, as Alexandra Tula as well. Maggie, when they laugh Arsenal too much. Well, now what's happening? The people that are there up. Power Rangers is like new Manchester City in Sierra Leone, and I don't like them. Really? But I like the project out there. They really know what they're doing, and now they are set for the next 10 years. They are far ahead. Hopefully, they added a store next to the stadium for sell all Power Rangers merchandise. That's a good one because they get a fan base now. Max Travis Sport, hope you guys will be doing the live streaming. Well, we can't assure you, but we go see what we go do. As they see at the background already, Southern Arena they live, they show waiting they go on at the background and how people then they come around for take their seats and prepare for the opening itself. I hope to watch the game on this platform. Yvonne, well, we're not going to assure you, but we'll swear to the Dopeii, so it's Lions or Bo Rangers, so that if you say go be the landmark and go get the landmark history today.
We're not history maker there.
I know. I know you go.
You understand? Although now we the invite, now we the show that for playing at their own field. They teach how for play football on artificial ground.
Wow.
So look, honestly, Easter Lions have been on a killer roll this past couple of weeks. Since the second half of the league, we've done nothing but win, and we've had 1 or 2 draws in a little hiccups. Ball Rangers, they've come into a stagnant position where Snappy they starts for they don't go back to back. So I think we are in a better position for win this game. Mentally, we are in a better position. But you gotta look at the crowd, the favorites, and it's the home advantage. So all our plays, we are the ones coming into this new stadium for playing Ball Rangers, and they are the home team. So then they all get for play in their favor. But we they afraid. You know, so we system man, they afraid. Only how go there for Sabi we. I need to go
All
there
right.
Sabi. We'll be there this week, we'll be
Yeah.
back next week. No worry.
All right. So
One of
Udoyegi. Okay, Udoyegi. Okay. As we continue, we don't get about 45 people for the draw,
yeah.
and we dey move on with the show. You still dey watch the background from the Southern Arena, and then continue for stay with we. We go can't say bye bye, but we go try for fix up the live for let you continue for see wetin dey happen at the venue. Let me talk quick about the European football. Emmanuel no go left this side. Well, see Barcelona don't lift them trophy in Spain, and we
Yeah.
see the likes of PSG in France get advantage, but they need one or two more
Yeah.
for make them will be confirmed. And Bayern Munich for the first time in 5 to 6 season, they get a tough competition. That's the national team coach for Leone Stars, John Kista, in attendance as they represents well for make sure says that the man left coach bad. Hey, that bridges man.
Yeah, I know that
And
this
that
man
blue polo.
business.
I
Every
wanna
time
go now. I
want
wanna go now.
someone will someone with a wear suit.
All right, so and like we say, Bayern Munich for the first time here, they get that. Napoli don't lift the trophy in Italy. In England,
Yeah.
Manchester City go lift them today after we
They
Arsenal
can get them.
fumble. Michael Dopeii, waiting I take about the European football this season, especially in the top 5 leagues.
Yeah, look, there's been some, they say rattle the cage. There's been some rattling in the cage in the European scene, especially in Italy. Napoli being champions after 20 something years since they won the Scudetto. Obviously in Germany, Bayern Munich has been dominant for more than 6 seasons. The closest team that comes to them is Borussia Dortmund. So teams like IB Leipzig, um, what's it called, Muslim Blabak and Bayer Leverkusen this year
Yeah.
have played some fantastic football, and the league is very tough in that side. In the English Premier League,
After that, Emmanuel get message. They say last night. We sign And that's the president of the chef de mission for the National Olympic Committee, Yaya where Sef do arrive for
uh,
support in the chef
Ese
de
Maggie
mission
not, Maggie,
for the
media
National Olympic
announcement.
Committee. Young chef de mission taking over from Unisa in Cabo, where been
Cabo.
don't cap for a very long time. But they now. He's the kind of see Anna Williams, the coach
Anna
for
Williams.
the
Yes.
national gymnastic team. Some them people here, we don't know by their name and their face. We don't training, we don't need paper for commentate. What's Australia?
Is that
Anna Williams also played for female football, one-time coach for the police female national team, self just
Team.
making way na the stadium.
Yeah.
But yes, carry on, Michael Dopeii. But take
yeah
them
in
go
the
Emmanuel, Chelsea, go
Ghana
lose out.
provoker
And they can mute just now.
in the English Premier League. Look, at the end of the day, we
But
go
don't you
laugh.
know skip the one day?
Wait, and they can't give una props. Not to laugh, not to provoke. We will laugh, but we have to big up Arsenal as well. We have to big up Arsenal. They have a young team. They prevail so much for 9 months. It's not easy being the top of the table, and having the difference between Arsenal and Man City is the depth, the player depth, the quality.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If Arsenal forget match to match player the way they Kaiser and replace the player the way they play, we will not be having this conversation. At the end of the day, you guys will be lifting the trophy. But because Man City has that player depth, if you pull Olan, Alvarez they score. That's
Yep.
the difference.
Yep.
If you pull Grealish, you're able to put Silva at the wing. You're able to put Foden at the wing. If you pull Mahrez, you're able to put Alvarez at the wing. So there's always that depth. Now that's the difference from Man City. And at the second half of the league, now they show the quality of depth in the team. That's why they will be able to lift the trophy. But at the end of the day, we need to congratulate Arsenal for doing a fantastic job. It's not easy being at the top and then at the end of the day, you don't win it. But that taste will make sure they'll come back stronger next year. But before then do that, Chelsea gonna win the league.
Una go that for sacket. Una don't count Poch. Una don't count
Well,
Poch.
you Poch a man, it's structure. What Poch do to Tottenham? It make them go top 4 back to back. It can them go
But he
Champions
didn't
League.
win cup. He didn't win cup.
No, because I go win cup with Arsenal, Tottenham. Money no dey. If you put Pep Guardiola inside Tottenham, it think say they will do a team Poch do.
Eboka was Conte back in. What he do? Mourinho go there
Conte
back
na
in.
money man. Conte elect money. Conte and Guardiola elect money. The one where they spend per day. Poch
All
he
right.
use a youth system he use for play with Tottenham.
All right.
The
We
man
wish
I
you
know
all
what
the
he mean.
best. Una
Next
count
year.
Potter will not see nothing. Okay, Emmanuel.
I Potter him they go first.
Emmanuel, genuinely in Arsenal fans, why if you say una lost the trophy?
Man, talk it through today. No.
From the sports team aspect, one key thing I always talk was that if Arsenal be win the league, we're out of luck. Because Dopeii make it clear, you need a good depth for win the English Premier League. And for making you win the English Premier League, you need like 20 good rotational players. The rest can be a backup. But within these 20 good rotational players, you know that if you pull this A with big inside, they are super subs. They complement and they fill the gap. That was what Arsenal suffered. When Arsenal get Gabriel Jesus in injury, it was a big blow. Because if you watch Gabriel, you not get a replacement. Another key to where affect Arsenal was the injury of Saliba. As soon as Saliba gets injured, the defensive formation, everything gets to point zero. When Saliba was there, Arsenal was able to patch up. But as soon as he was off of that defense, that was it. Everything get back to zero. So I think this is a learning point again for Arteta. That you not just need to forget players, but you need to forget solid players. Get solid 20 rotational players. And one key thing away affect Arsenal Magdalene way. I learned a lot from Pep Guardiola. And Emmanuel I can learn from Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho. They get a very good rotation of players. When they rotate players, you see the best out of them. If they realize that they cannot get the best out of you, then they let you go. They get one language as soon as you see Jose Mourinho begin to tell you, so you have potential, must know that you're going out of his plans.
Like he did for Dele Alli.
Dele Alli, that is it. Must know so you're going out of his plans. So I think those were the key to where Arsenal made a mistake. Squad rotation and replacement. Arsenal only gets one half. As soon as you do substitution, it's a big problem. After you see the Liverpool game and West Ham game, the motivation drop. And the system where Arsenal been to play with, it easy for study. So if you observe the likes of Pep Guardiola, it had to make you able to study his system because if you use this today, use this tomorrow. When teams able to study Saka and runs, Arsenal able to get goals because they also just peg one player on Saka and put one hanging. They're not able to attack. It just they return everything back.
Yeah,
If you observe, yes, two peg. As you peg one, they do closer, one they hang out. Always you do that for knock the ball behind. So there's a lot where I should say Arteta learn and they're able to correct this season, the next season where they come.
I Pep him, Bobo, no worry. Go call her and go talk.
Before we can discuss that, let away the ethics committee of the Sierra Leone Football Association write the president for his statements we make during Madabio in nomination say
Now you forget what team in England. Only for big up my other team. You know, say me now East I go out with England and East I will leave. Only for big up West Ham. You know, then they European
yeah,
final.
we come to the European side.
Yeah.
We come to the European side now.
For big up
I need for big up my team back, because from Manchester United coming from 20th position
The
starting
first
of the
matter
season.
couple that go play.
Lost 4-4-4 against, we lost against Brighton, lost against them Brentford and all. And then we come up to this level where we did. I don't know. When I not talk for me team, when I left, God go talk for we.
The
Say
team
that
they
about
top
that.
4. You know so that know
No,
that what?
when they talk, Rabia. When they
See, right
talk,
now, I'm unable to talk.
No,
they
it's not
talk.
able to talk. I don't know to talk. No worry. Me, I able to talk free because I know sir they are. You know when some people position in life, you need
Yes. I'm still on recovery from the shock.
I'm telling you, like that's what it is.
All right, so the European, they can do the draw 45 people already, but quick one to the European football. We see West Ham United, them performance. We see the likes of Roma, the Jose Mourinho boys, Tammy Abraham and all with the right off now England. Mourinho say una come, the Chris Small in them all. Mourinho say una come, and we
Yep.
see how far they don't go. And the big one now Real Madrid versus Man City, and also the derby in the semi-finals for the Champions League, where between the two Milan team them, but the blue side of Milan being get for progress to the finals after they knock out AC Milan. Inter Milan go first of all. I'll take the West Ham United journey into the finals this year. Yeah, anyone want to take that?
Yeah, look, Inter Milan. I
I don't know
think
what they work out to flag, so they go so they can. So maybe I no go pack them fight. Maybe I yourself.
if 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 if
Eh,
if you look at the way the Champions League started, if you look at the teams that were in the Champions League, and if you pick out, I don't think a lot of people will pick out Inter Milan to make the final. Man City, yes, maybe you could go semi-final, push for final. But Inter Milan, they will probably say round of 16, then maybe come not get knocked out in the semi-final. But that's the beauty of the Champions League. There's always one team that's unexpected to go all the way. Tottenham has done it. Ajax has done it. Sylvia and likes of order. And I think this season, Inter Milan is the team that's been pegged to go all the way. And especially playing against a informed Manchester City, it's going to be a very tough match for both teams. You know, the good thing is Inter Milan has a very in terms of the attacking structure, they have a very strong attacking structure. That we get a striker. We see
yeah.
nice, nice. They have the
The
midfield.
Lukaku,
Yes,
they
yes,
all
yes.
write them off.
Lukaku, the man with the speak nine language. Every day they learn new language. But it's gonna be a very tough and interesting match for both teams, Man City and Inter. And this is Italy football versus English football. Which one get for prevail at the end of the day? And the Italians are dominating in the European scene. If you look at Inter and you look at Juventus were in the semi-final, AC Milan were in the semi-final, Roma also in the final. So this year, I think Italian football is definitely the one to watch in terms of
Yeah,
world
but
football. They're
remember,
dominating.
remember they won the European football as well, against
Yeah,
England. So
exactly. Yeah,
it
they
shows.
won it. So it's just a saying that the Italian league is becoming more competitive because everybody know the English Premier League is the number one league in the world, but the Italians are playing catch up towards the likes of the German league and French league when it comes to it's German league and the Spanish league. So because French league they far for us, they have a lot to do to catch up into the rest of them. But in the likes of Roma, Morino, you more man is happy work fine. I tell you, I have a very he knows what to do. He knows what he's doing. And the thing I like about what he's doing is, back in the days, as an English footballer, you need to go overseas. Like England, they play football, say your career done. But he's encouraging these young English youth boys to take a chance. Leave the English Premier League. If you're not getting game time, leave the English Premier League. Try your trade in other leagues and see if you're good enough to play. The likes of Tammy Smallings, and also Figo that plays for AC Milan.
Yeah.
Even that time, you see We man they look for more English man there for next season.
Well, Phil Johnson contract don't do at Manchester
Really?
after
Oh,
12 years. You know, say Mourinho is good for revive career. So
yeah, and all the English Premier League player the way they don't go on the Mourinho, even playing in the Italian league, you can see that they're making a massive impact. All those young English boys, they're making a massive impact, and it's showing that you don't need to play in the English league for an Englishman to make into the national team. Look at the likes of Musiala playing in the German league. Now Real Madrid don't sign Drew Bellingham, playing also in the
Yeah,
German league. Now
yeah,
is playing for one of the best teams in the world in Real Madrid next season. So you don't need to be in the English Premier League. You just need to have what it takes and not be scared to take chances. And that's what Mourinho is doing, is opening doors for these young English footballers to go outside of the English Premier League and try their trades and see if it works, which is amazing because this paper don't go 5 final, no one they lost. At the 6 finalists, they go, and the likes of West Ham, David Moyes, this guy, they're not doing fire. They don't go. I go Man City, why United? I go everything. I don't go West Ham. But
yeah,
West
Real
Ham,
Sociedad and all.
he's
yeah.
just I forgot he goes Spain all.
Go Spain, yeah.
Guy never.
Guy, them when not perform, not plan per coach.
Yeah, I
Say,
go
I mean, I
top
talk
on
as
it.
my
You might go top on
uh,
the Spain not perform. But we like West Ham is another team as well. Another European Conference League that just started. The European Conference League is basically the third division of the European competition, and West Ham is playing. I believe Fenerbahce in the final.
yeah.
No, Fiorentina. Sorry, Fiorentina.
Florentina, yeah.
Fiorentina in the European Conference League final. Also, another Italian team in another final.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
Italians are dominating this
So
year.
it's three Italian team in 3 Europeans
In
finals.
three
So
European final. It's
it,
just showing that the league is catching
and,
up to the rest
and
of the
two
other league.
English teams, in 2 finals as well. So the English also they
The
really
English,
catch
the
up.
English is also gonna be
That
dominant.
Manchester United well all team, but it will be 3-3. Italy
I
3
tell
match.
you. Because I go pull Massa, or I don't do the hard job. The hard job done. Why would I
That
go
the
pull?
coach. That the coach.
But
Uh,
when they talk about Silvia, how many times if they win against Roma, how many times now have they won the European League? Not to 4 or 5?
Now them
This will be the
property.
fourth.
Yeah,
They don't win
Now
them
them
three
get
times.
yeah. And how
All
many
right,
coaches?
Emmanuel, when I come to you, Real Madrid, we see how City, they say City bio there, Mr. Banabao. They say, okay, we score one, on back score one. Well, then come and then change panel like quick Chris Dog the one after a master.
Yeah, I think the City and the Real Madrid match was one of the best because for me, I've been tick on the Italian derby as the best because I remember the Italian derby was it 2004 or 3 when they be last play at a Champions League semi-finals like that, whereby then Dida was the goalkeeper. They be able to start out with smoke can and they be injured his shoulder, be get for wanna take out of the field. Since then, we'll not be able to get shot Champions League San Siro derby again. And that particular match, we see names will be already right out of football, Magdalene and so forth. The like of Zeko. These
Yeah,
are names who we already forget about football. Mkhitaryan.
Mm-hmm.
They also show say they are still playing effectively.
United get 3 players from that squad. They get
That squad.
Mkhitaryan. You get is it Damian, the
Yeah,
Italian who
Damian,
they play
yes,
two, and then you get
2,
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
No,
So
that's
you
what I
see,
get. Lukaku there alone. A Chelsea owner. A Chelsea property. Guys.
Now we property.
Oh, now we team they play for.
Now we X.
And now
a United seller.
and now we able instructor. But wait, before you go
Yeah.
United, we'll start with it first, not to Chelsea.
Una
They
belong
said
to
don't
that.
say no what kind of England.
You know what kind?
Everton, Chelsea, and
Probably
all.
West Brom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
West
West
Brom. They
Brom
move
as
from West
well.
Brom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Brom, Everton, Man United. They come back Chelsea.
So that was a good showcase of experienced people in the game that as you keep up with your consistency in performance, you can always get results at any time. We can't see the English side versus the Spanish side. I be tell people, some of my colleagues that the biggest mistake where Real Madrid make, that forgive a draw, a 1-1 draw to City in Spain. Because that was when they had all the chances to
To
beat
put the game
City,
to bed.
to put everything to rest. But they allowed City for rebuild confidence over them. And I knew that way when they allow City rebuild confidence over them, they're gonna take it hard on to Madrid. And we saw it in England. There's somewhere from able engineer Madrid for Camo to the cruising shot where it hits the roof. If that ball had been scored, we probably see a different semi-final. Because if we're not able to motivate the entire team. But with that miss, it killed her. And we see the likes of Vinicius Junior not be able to get much impact into the game. Because City were all over them. Speed, accuracy, the agility, everything was in favor of City. And presently, these are one of the most determined squad in the European football because they're not only going for one trophy, but Guardiola is like pump the boys that this year we need a treble, and I'm sure if they don't get treble, at least they will able get a double.
All right.
And
Okay,
we
if they
see
don't
the
get
Europa,
trouble, yeah.
they will get a double,
Hmm.
and the Europa, Seville, this I remember people were right out when they meet up Juvie. And I was like, guys, that guy they are so in terms of playing European competition, especially Europa semi-final, you cannot write him out. The
Don't
performance in
be
the La Liga
the
is
laugh where they
different.
laugh to that Manchester game with the member. We don't care. We get FA Cup for play.
That
I
one,
don't call him.
they will give
I
you
don't
that
Ain't
call
no
shot.
him.
mas ain't no master.
So we see the likes of Jesus after years getting is over his 36, yet still captain civil and doing effectively.
Differentiator mo una girl Jesus. Put her nervous.
Say
Jesus
Navas,
Navas.
and I
I'm
true, like
telling
you
you.
talk to. Because I
You
don't
Yeah.
mistake
correct.
this
Una
Arsenal
own
Jesus.
Jesus he fail.
Maybe they play
Jesus
for Man
never
City.
fail. But una own
They go resurrect. And also when story be begin, it starts small. They go great. So now a good
So
starting
now
planning
Jesus
for
take
her.
play this small, you not go great it. We dey wait for
They go
Lagos
go
State.
great. Now a good starting for her. You know?
No problem. You go wait. The day go come. Maybe I don't
So we
body
see
will be.
Roma and that of Jose Mourinho inside. Names in football in England where people will already to give up on. You see where I catapulted he turned as a giant in the Italian league. So this year we see more effective play between the Italian, the English, and the Spanish leagues. And I think for now, these are one of the top leagues that we they played at the world. French leagues then we see money there inside, but the European performance really drops compared to that of Germany. Because even Germany presently, Bayern Munich, they struggle for win the league. And
Yeah.
if Dortmund win tonight, then they count on top of the table. They will lead Bayern by something like
And
two
Bayern
points.
just lost their own match
Yes.
against Salzburg.
Yeah. So I think 3-1. So
Yeah.
it's a really tough season for Bayern Munich because then Sefton will get that smooth transition. Key of the players they don't age and they go off the face now. So they try for rebrand the team. So they go through one or two challenges now. And we hope for see how next year will present itself. But it's gonna be a very good final this month, the next month, and we hope I wish Man City forget a treble.
All right. For now, we come out now the Southern Arena and we can do we own draw. And then we will come and round up. I might reset another stream for show the ceremony itself. That means I'm not going for sleep tonight, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. But let we take we second draw. 45 people the enter for the draw. And we want
Wow.
to see who that go be the next winner for we take away to the member. The person go win 200,000 loans, winner like 2,000 loans, the new money. Every week we can give 2% giveaway inside the show as part of we own tell thank you. But before we do the draw, looking at some of the comments, if we win a Southern Arena in Ogobado and we are in good form right now from Jerome, I will go for Bo Rangers for today's match. All right, Benteke.
Take
Musa
another team.
Tomo, Musa
Is it
Tomo
for
not pick
today
up
match?
from it. So no worry from Jerun and from Fadisha. May God continue to bless Babadi for the great development to this part of the country. Asan Conte say Bo Rangers will match the tournament into penalties. Okay, win the okay. Eastern Lions go Tawa, but then go tire Pambo Rangers from Asan Conte. And Adam Ajalo, they say, anyways, the final go sweet today. So many comment. Arsenal did very good. Well done to them. They try. Now the same thing Salone can do, so they're gonna have the drawing board. This
No, bro,
season,
shit, we don't try.
German Bundesliga na for Borussia Dortmund. Then design okay, but Monique Gboyah, we know more. Okay, Amadou Conte. Chelsea go win today against Man City from Kamara. Dopeii, you not for laugh Emmanuel too much because your team look well past Emmanuel in your own team. Next season will they sign una all na the best team in England, Manchester United. Hey,
Hey,
Wahala,
Alongside,
wahala,
it looks like
wahala.
say, it looks like say reality.
Manchester United Champions League
Yeah,
winners next season. Magdalene they increase the volume, increase the volume.
volume.
They
And
increase
I've
the
come up
volume.
at his team. Is it? Where two that don't
Maybe
win? We all in at the same position. Nobody don't win. Not yet. The only team we don't win are Man City.
we don't win.
And you
We
are not
win
winning too.
Carabao
We
Cup.
will win Fatmata Cup. They go come.
We
As
win
for
Carabao Cup already. We get a
eh,
trophy.
no, not to trophy that day. Like
A
how
trophy is
Tottenham, the only thing they say they win Audi Cup. Now Audi Cup not trophy.
all right. Let's you that side there. Let we take the draw. 47 people for the draw. And we want to say thanks to all we viewers tonight. It's been a lovely show. Let's go. Good luck to the next winner.
47. That's one of the highest.
All right. That Dopeii party that we would have for investigate to that Dopeii. We investigate. The
Ura,
board they win too much.
Ura win.
You know, it's not the board.
No, you don't freeze. You don't freeze.
Ibrahim Benteke is the winner.
Oh, Benteke. No. Benteke will disqualifier.
Congratulations. Why see wins from Manchester the winner FA Cup? Hey.
I lie.
Alusan say Arsenal fans never expect such, but it's the English Premier League. All the best, my darling Bo Rangers, watching live from Mendewa Clinic Bo. And another person they say Lions with the trophy, it's Luzman. And then all the best to both teams from Rashida to Gas Kamara. Again, Rashida, they say Chelsea will come back stronger next season. All right. A lot more inside the show this afternoon. But as you they can go get more people they come. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, CF Cabo watching from Freetown. Good and nice. We can go now. We can go Emmanuel and Dopeii. And also now I'm go sleep. Somebody they say Liverpool will they play Champions League. We go see one studio. I wanna see the I wanna see the Emmanuel. We see Dopeii don't run away. 4 teams already. 4 players already. You don't say bye bye to Liverpool. You know, Chamberlain, Milner, Naby Keita, and Firmino. that could be a big miss. You know, the Sadio Mane menace also. So they said that Sadio Mane I can catch them this season, and we see those four also leaving the club now. Emmanuel, you mic there off.
Those four leaving the club presently not a bad decision because age don't tell on there. And it's high time that they rebrand the team now before it's too late. Because if you observe what's happened with Liverpool this particular year, age really show what's on the legs of the players. They don't get a bad squad. They had a very good squad, but most of the players when they get age don't tell on there. In the league, you need fresh legs for making you more complete. The games are so plenty for playing at England. And this body, as soon as you know reach the age of 30 years and above, you don't able to play up to 60 or 40 match a year effective one. So you need young bloods away for coming and support. So that's why. And you see Firmino, even in the time when they say goodbye, he scored for Liverpool. For me, I think that one of the players that we are not by Liverpool for release at this point in time. They for still for not get that the squad for this year or more. And make him be a legend because he don't do extremely well. He scored against Arsenal. You see, these are one of the big game players that are in the way. You know, fight for left goal like that. They made the same mistake against Man and cost them. I think this is another mistake when they do. But it's up to the board. And I wish these guys a very good journey ahead of them.
All right. We can go now. Boeing just one, Easter Lions one, McAllister on the verge to Liverpool. Well, it will be a good one. One of the fantastic midfielders this season for Brighton
Yeah.
and also Argentina. We've seen all the way play inside the World Cup, but the place we go to one man. But anyway, this is what it is. Now, so life day.
He's the
That's why
coach.
Argentina. The guy na the whitest Argentina I ever seen in my life.
All right, guys. We need for go now. We need for go, but we go end this stream and then I go set up another one where we go continue for see waiting they go on at the South Arena until the opening ceremony itself happen. Dopeii, waiting go be you round up message for this week and hopefully we come on next week because right now Sydney enjoyment and day every weekend, so you know nothing go happen next Saturday.
The winter flow.
All right, me, I don't know we do. Well, look, I think today's engagement has been one of the, if not the best we've had in a long time in terms of the topics and what we've spoken about. And I hope say the people that they listen because not to we no more we didn't have for speak our mind, but the one that we then get in the power and the one that we then get the power, hopefully then will take and do something about it. And thank you to the viewers for always showing their support and always engaging in our conversation. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Emmanuel. Welcome back. Missed last week. How are you, buddy man? I still like him. Now I'm kind of cool. Hopefully, we'll be back for more. And
Right.
this is a platform that never fails to give, and we're here to speak the truth. And if you don't like, it's okay. If you like, continue to watch.
Yeah, share, follow, and then
and,
call
and
it party
subscribe.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. All right, Emmanuel.
Only for investigate but take a win. Next week off here.
Today nice one
Yeah,
woman, one
but-
man. One woman, one man.
yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. When I don't know it's what I can call gender parity.
Yeah,
So nobody no go vex.
yeah.
And
Everybody
the
represent.
female WAFU they can play in a salon and Babadi they unveil the stadium. So you see the man and they play the final and
One
that
for one.
woman and
One
they
for
can
one.
play.
Yes, sir. Yes,
One
sir.
for
One,
one.
one.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes, sir.
balance. Sure.
Great person. Yeah.
Magdalene, it's always a pleasure to be part of this show. Man. Dopeii.
Yes,
Your
sir.
biggest celebrity.
I
I'm glad
read
to see you
I
back
got
now.
from
Return
the
back to
channel that
training.
covered for me one on no side come on. Not to celebrity.
As I do earlier on say Magdalene, we are here to say the truth. We're not athletes then. You know, if we're not a pain, we will not go talk. And I wait till the pain will talk. It's the reality. We're not a talker for hot people. We just want to see a change. If these nations are not fortunate for car, we see how they go in sports. And we get a tendency for do as much as they are doing. So we just get for say it. Not to say one for hot people, we just want for ginger them up. That will not allow we talent to go down to the drain. Until next week, have a blessed weekend. Enjoy
All
your
right.
week.
I see IBK they talk why you wait till they say the public relation the communication man for the FA.
The Southern Arena. Welcome you all to this grand opening ceremony. Sit back, relax. There is a lot in store for you. This is football meeting entertainment. All right, it's a fusion of football and entertainment. All right. As a matter of fact, football in itself is a whole lot of entertainment and excitement. So get ready to be part of all of the excitement and let's make history together.
All right, let's make history together.
History
IBK they
together.
say football meets entertainment
Definitely.
and lots for go.
Definitely.
Quickly inside the European football, West Ham United 2, Leeds 1, 82 minutes played. Brighton of Albion 2, Southampton 0. 51 minutes played. City and Chelsea go play later, and we also go see inside the Serie A. Torino 0, Fiorentina 1, 53 minutes play. Napoli go lock ons with Inter Milan later, and Udinese go play Lazio later. Also, now the Bundesliga.
To all of us.
Inside the Bundesliga, we see men's they beat VF beat Stuttgart by 1-0. 41 minutes played still in the first half. Augsburg will play Borussia Dortmund later, and Bayer Leverkusen will play Borussia Mönchengladbach later. Inside League One, now the French league, Brest they lead Clement Foot 2-1 in 56 minutes played. Nice 0, Toulouse 0, 53 minutes play. Reims 2, Angers 1, inside 59 minutes play. Troyes 0, Strasbourg 1, 58 minutes play. Well, Ajax they lead FC Utrecht 2-1 inside the Dutch Eredivisie, and Excelsior 2, Fortuna Sittard 2-0, 85 minutes played, and so on and so forth. Feyenoord 2, FCMN 1. So now so things they go inside the league. Well, we brought in team winner Alex Bangura. They suffer by 4-1 to Sparta Rotterdam, 85 minutes play. Vitesse 5, FC Groningen 0. And that's all. Lots of results there for the Mercury man them and the Bet Salone man them. But we they go now. We they go now. We they go. Bye
We
bye.
will go sleep.
So when me there, I there around, I want to see the historic moment, and I go set up the
Yeah.
stream. But I want for left farm now or make another stream. But let's see how it goes. Thanks, guys, and thanks to viewers them also. We been the watch we don't know when the game go play. As soon as the OP ceremony done, you go play Mohammed as you ask. Okay, guys, till next week. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Merci. Merci. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. The next week.
I go back to IBK. I go back to IBK.
All right.
Sadiq Minyako, wherever you are, please wave. We're honored to have you with us. Also, among the executive committee members, we have the chairman of Eastern Region, Prince Kai Sakwi. Prince Sakwi, wherever you are. As a matter of fact, he's probably the biggest region in Sierra Leone. He's smiling already. BJ doesn't like this. The chairman of Thank you so very much. My name is Ibrahim Kamara. Once again, I'll now take you over to the DJ for a few more cool sounds, and I'll be right back for the official start of this ceremony. DJ, busy. Sugar flow. Music in my nigga hunting. Gboyah.